things away from you. So, ready? So, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. All of you, please, just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Just take a deep breath. That's nice. Now think that there are blue bubbles in the classroom. Can you feel them? These blue bubbles? No. It's red. It's red or blue? I think it's blue. Now you can open your eyes. Yeah, that's nice. So, whatever I'm going to say now, you will focus on those words. Is it happening to you now? No? Yes or no? Are you feeling this? Are you feeling or not? No. Okay, that's nice. If no, if yes, it's fine. So let's start with this art network theory. In the schedule, you might have got it as it was art, ART, but it is actually actor network theory and tourism. So, what is your basic perception when you read this word? What do you perceive actually when you read this word? Just general understanding, nothing much. We want to be more. Any guess, idea? See, very first of all, I want to add this workshop is not regarding checking your knowledge, okay, or to put lots of theories on your mind. It is about to stimulate your mind towards a better research life. Like how we can motivate you to be a good researcher in life, right? So we will just go through the different sessions to stimulate your that aura, that mind, how to be a good researcher, how to be into tourism research, and especially in a wellness or spiritual tourism, right? Ruvina, boring? Saida, boring? No? पक्का? ओके तो ग्यालसन प्लीज क्या चीज है ये आर्ट नेटवर्क थ्योरी? आर्ट नेटवर्क से क्या समझते हैं? एक्टर नेटवर्क से क्या समझते हैं? व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड विद दिस वर्ड एक्टर नेटवर्क? Connection between actors. Anything from this side?
Someone who acts acts related to bring a network or to build a network.
Closer, connected. Yes, yes. Quite nice. EGM, someone from EGM? बताओ क्या what are you perceiving, what are you understanding with this line actor network theory? बताओ. All of you are from sixth semester or from first year also, second year also, third year also? Second year? Second and fourth. Okay. Second semester and fourth semester or okay, perfect. That's nice. Chalo. Answer. What do you understand with this word? Actor network. When we are talking about this actor network word. बताओ.
A travel agency owner acts like a actor
Hmm.
for tourism.
Hmm.
He builds a network.
Okay, that's right. So just try to uh, answer or think around tourism industry and especially those 5 A's. What are those 5 A's? Young tourism students. What are those 5 A's? Good. So these 5 A's are attraction, activities, accommodation, amenities, and accessibility. Okay. So whatever we are going to talk this lecture onwards, it will be surrounded about these things, right? Young one, please. आप बताओ. बताओ. Answer. If you are not going to participate, this is of no use. This is really of no use. बताओ. Whatever it is in your mind, just come out with them. So please, yeah, that's nice. आपका नाम क्या पहले था? सेवांग नमग्याल. Okay, please.
someone is acting to connect everyone or anything in tourism.
Very close, very close. Anyone else? Anyone from the girls? Because none of the girls has answered till now, I think. Batao? You might be thinking like such a rude and stupid teacher is in the classroom who is just without teaching something, he's just asking. Right? Thinking like this way? So let's go ahead. So it is a theory, right, which talks about how to understand this word. How to understand this word. Right? How to understand this word. Word, which word? No, word, W-O-R-L-D, word, whole word. How to understand this whole word. You might have read one statement by Steve Jobs, who is no more, right? And he was associated with Apple, right? Once he said, connect, whenever you want to analyze few things in your life, just connect the dots, connecting the dots, okay? So something is related to that. This one is actor network theory. Clear? So in the 1980s, what happened when technology was on boom? Technology, what do you understand by technology? Rumel. Innovation, right? Technology, all this is whatever you have this nowadays, the developed, evolved form of a digital ecosystem you are carrying nowadays. You are just carrying one gadget and you can connect to the whole world, right? This whole world is just one click away from your finger, right? So this is how this the main philosopher or main uh, philosopher or scientist or social scientist behind this theory was it was Roberto. निकालो निकालो उसको please. They studied the word on the basis of technology, society, and creation of knowledge. Okay, how this knowledge is created between when it get connected with the society and technology, right? They gave four important components, and they were actor, or they are also known as actants. Then it was a network, then it was a translation, and then it was a your black boxing, right? What are the four main components? Very first is a actor or actant, right? Then other one is a network, then other one is a translation, and then fourth one is your black boxing. And what are these different components? Actors, translation, your black box, or network. Actors are different things. He said it can be a human also, it can be human and non-human. Actor can be anything. It can be human also, it can be non-human also, right? So this connection between these human and non-human actor is known as a network, right? For example, you and me, I'm actor, you are also connected. It can be my relation, it can be with this chair also, because I'm using it for a sitting, right? So this philosopher, he said, whenever this network is building, there is some interest, there is some negotiation, right? And when we come back to we try to analyze this scenario in context of tourism, then accommodation is connected to accessibility, or accessibility is connected to activities, or activities are connected to amenities, and similarly all these, and beyond this there are other things also, right? Merely providing five things is not sufficient to make a destination running well. ठीक है कनीज, right? So we need whole ecosystem, right? So in context of tourism, you can say a travel agency, a hotels, all these five ways are actors, right? Travel agent can be, tour guide can be actor, right? And the way it is connecting, tour guide is connecting with the tourist, that is a kind of network, and that is a one entity, one relation of a network. Now this tourist is connected to some banking services, right? Banking services are connected, it's a web. Tourism industry is a web of different actors, it's a very complex network, but generally we try to analyze this through these five ways only. Getting my words? क्या बोला अब तक? बताओ बताओ. See, if you will participate, it will be more interesting. Najuma, come forward. बताओ. Galson, Galson, right? Gatso, sorry, Gatso. बताओ. चला चला ये नहीं चल रहा. ठीक है. So come back to the point. So now you got it. Actor network theory. This is a basic funda to understand the word, right? How this word is connected, right? And there are main keywords are actors. In actor network theory, you need two things. They are your human actor also. It can be human actor. It can be human actor and it can be non-human actors, right? Key concepts are actors, which are also known as actants, right? Then network, right? Then translation, and then black boxing. Now we discussed about actors and network. Now come back to the translation. Whenever there are two actors are connecting with each other, there is some kind of negotiation. There is some kind of network, right? If 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 for example you are driving the car to back to the city, right? So car is a this non-human, you are a human, you are driving, there are mutual interest of both the things, right? You are using that vehicle for your interest, right? Or that car is a can be a part of some other networks, right? Maybe government initiatives to facilitate you, it can be some part of a policy also, right? That is translation. Then it is a black boxing. Black boxing is, for example, you have a restaurant, you have an established restaurant, or you have an established travel agency or established accommodation property, right? When it is established, it run at its own, everyone knows what they are supposed to do, right? So when any network is, the whole web is working smoothly, then you can call it as a black boxing. Your laptop is, you are working on the laptop, but you don't know what is happening behind that system. There are so many things which are interconnected, right? You are giving the command, then some CPU is there which are processing, then output monitor is thing which is giving you outputs, right? So these are things interconnected. Clear? समझ आया नहीं आया? Understanding or not? No. एक XYZ person है, he is saying हम बोर्ड यूज कर सकते हैं विद मार्कर, मैम चलेगा? How do we run a kitchen, right? You need different things. You for example, you it's a kitchen is regarding cooking, making a tea specific kitchen. So you need all those things, those ingredients to make the tea. So in this process, human is also needed, non-human components are also needed, sugar, tea, water, right? Pan, right? To make the tea. This whole system is interconnected, right? They are making one network to give some outputs. Getting? थोड़ा थोड़ा. Now come back to the tourism. Tourism के केस में actors क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? What are those actors in case of a tourism? Right? So these are 5 ways. Generally we are considering 5 ways. right? But in addition to the that 5 A's, it can be others also. You might have studied this 10 A's, right? They are talking about assurity at destinations, how safe you are feeling, right? How safe you are feeling, accessibility reasons, amenities, activities, accommodations, right? So these all individual components are connected to do something. For example, in case of Ladakh, in case of Ladakh, if you want to measure, if you want to measure the image of this destination, if you want to measure the image of these destinations, what are those things you will keep in your mind? अगर आपने in, if you want to measure the destination image of Ladakh, what are those components to which you will measure, you will try to extract? What are the key components? बताओ. Attraction, landscape, okay, monasteries, mountains, activities, culture, right? So you will measure these things. Like, what is the impact of these things on a tourist? Because tourist will give you output regarding the image of a destinations, right? So these, you are talking about culture, you are talking about a tour guide, you are talking about a taxi driver, you are talking about the accommodation owner, right? All these are part of actors, all these are actors, right? When you are talking about this network, then all these things are interconnected. Tour guide is facilitating the tourist. If a tourist is not behaving well, then image of the destination will tarnish, कि उस जगह के the tour guides of that place are not good, right? The image of the destination will increase, increase, decrease, it will fall, right? Getting my point? So similarly, when we are talking about this translation part of this thing, समझ गए ये बच्चे वैसे? So when we are talking about actors, ACTOR, actors, then we have network, then we have translation, then we have black boxing, black boxing. So when we are talking about tourism, in context of tourism, there can be different actors. It can be your travel website, right? It can be your travel website. It can be tour guide, right? It can be tour guide. It can be your 5 A's. Getting my point? Second year students, EGM second year all. समझ आ रहा आप लोगों को? Right. So now come back to the network. So they are saying any two networks, networks or multiple, sorry, any two actors or multiple actors when are interconnected, they makes your network. Clear? But these actors are connected to each other because of some reasons, because of some interest, because of some negotiation, right? Which is transforming this relation, right? So that is your translation, right? Then it is a black boxing. So black boxing is simply whenever, in whichever way, for example, any destination is popular, right? Any destination is popular, then you are not into promotion activities, you are not into that much advertisement marketing, because a destination is already promoted. All of you know about Switzerland, right? All of you know about Goa, right? All of you are familiar with Miami Beach somewhere in USA, right? All of you know about some Vietnams, right? Sri Lanka, because they are popular destinations. That's why you know about them. But still they market because they are going to attract some target market audience, right? So in addition to this, for one more example for this thing is, what is this translation? For example, you are going to this for example, this Ladakh administration, they keep on organizing different events. For example, there is a Ladakh marathon. How do you see this translation now in context of, for example, UT Ladakh is going to host your event, which is a marathon, right? How do you see this translation in this context? बताओ, कैसे देखते हैं आप इस चीज को? Simple question is, UT Ladakh is going to organize this Ladakh marathon on 22nd May, right? In this context, how do you interpret this translation thing? Just now. हाँ जी. We have a situation. We are going to organize Ladakh marathon on the 22nd of May, right? In this context, how do you see these actors, network, and translation?
UT Ladakh is acting like an actor. UT Ladakh, one who's organizing.
Okay.
And the network, it's because all the people are coming from different regions to participate. So
okay,
it's creating a network.
Okay.
And it's also helping all the industry 5 days.
5 days.
In transport, in the hotels and everything.
Answer. You are feeling sleepy. Why so? Is this so boring lecture, huh? Answer. Just answer. Just answer this thing, please. In this context, for example, there is a bigger call that they are going to organize your this Ladakh marathon thing, right? Now all the actors, even though that is also actor as a policy maker or administrator, right? But when we are talking about these 5 ways components or others ecosystem, existing ecosystem, they will start working towards this event. All these actors, for example, hotelier, he will start selling packages regarding the Ladakh marathon. Restaurants will be ready with some brochures or some attractive panels inside their restaurants, right? Some policy makers are there. Maybe now in our mind it is there like, okay, these tourists are coming, so let's build something more handicrafts, which is catchy, which is choosy for, which is attractive for the this tourists, right? Or maybe you will start selling those kind of stuff or articles which are attracted by the sports tourists, right? Maybe more medical equipments are bought by the hospitals, right? Maybe a government administration will hire more medical staff from the outside also, right? So that is a web. Different actors are working towards the success of this event. How this all, and once this it is established, everything is working in the background. Clear? Understanding my concept now? How do you understand the word in your own theory, own philosophy, own framework? Hoga na? You might have visited few places. You try to analyze those society. Maybe you are you are visiting some new functions or events. You try to analyze those things, right? For example, we have those much a big event. How do you analyze the success of that event? Huh? Or how do you analyze management of management of that place. It like it's well managed. So you will look for car parking. You will look for hoardings. You will look for peoples who are directing you, or signage, different signage, right? Or how the crowd management is in the city. You keep different things in your mind to understand the things, right? अब criticism क्या है इसके ऊपर? What are the negative points about this theory? No, theory. I'm talking about the theory part. I'm talking about the theory part. I'm talking about the theory part. So it is basically a theoretical framework to understand the word, right? कैसे करना फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड? चलो मैं करता हूँ. Okay. So you got it. I hope you are getting something. Rubina, Saida, are you getting? Yalson? क्या? चलो बताओ, आप ही बताओ. See, don't get confused and don't go back with your confused mind. ठीक है? Ministry of Education is spending such a huge amount of money, so we can stimulate few good things in your mind. Even though you are already into good things, but still we need that. नहीं आ रहा. आ गया. बताओ बताओ. सेकंड ईयर बताओ. समझ रहे? नजमा, व्हाट डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड? जोर से. ये तो है आगे. ठीक है. इसमें देयर आर टू की वर्ड्स, हाइब्रिडिटी एंड सिमिट्री. Hybridity and symmetry are two concepts which are saying all the actors are independent, but still they have equal importance. Actors are independent and have equal importance. ठीक है? For example, there is a family. In family, every member has a importance, right? So these are the key components. So please repeat with me. The very key component regarding this actor network theory is actor or actant, right? In context of tourism, travel agents, tour operators, your website policies. Policies are also part of a network. क्या नींद आ रही है? जिसको नींद आ रही है थोड़ा एक्टिव हो जाए. ठीक है? So it was given by Bruno Latour, right? Very famous sociologist. क्या हुआ? देखो नींद आ रही है इसको कितनी सारी. पानी की बोतल नहीं लाया आप? भूल गया ना? अच्छी है. Okay, shall I go ahead? So hybridity is there. For example, we take the example of a smartphone ecosystem nowadays. That is a whole network. Smartphone ecosystem is a whole network. Whole your network, right? So what are the different actors of this network? Your Play Store, your phone, your Google, right? Your different apps, right? If you have all these things are there, and we remove one actor from there. For example, touch screen. How do you see that smartphone ecosystem without touch screen? Can you call it as a smartphone? No. So every actor has an importance in this network, right? And all the networks are connected because of some negotiation, because of some mutual interest. Clear? दर्द हो रही बाजू में. फिर ठीक है. Criticism is there. For example, we are talking about network. We discussed about the network at the 5A level, right? We discussed about the network at 5A level, but for example, we are talking about only about the accommodation thing, right? For example, we are talking about only about the accommodation thing. Then in accommodation there are different different components of accommodation also, right? For example, when we are talking about the accommodation industry, it means hotel industry is there, guest house industry is there, right? Campsite industry is there, right? They are also within this actor, they are also connected, right? So they are saying like all the actors and network can be subdivided. So till which moment it should go on? ठीक है, समझ आया ये बात? For example, you are talking about a home. So home is also a network of different things, right? You need wood, you need bricks, you need cements, carpet, right? In the carpet, if you, now you are taking about only one actor, carpet. Carpet again subdivided. It can be about that thread, which material is there. Now material can be further divided. There are some chemical composition regarding that things, right? ठीक है? For example, you are talking about the network of some different liquids. Then come back to your water. Now water can be further divided into hydrogen and oxygen, right? So there is a criticism regarding this, like up to which level you can go on subdividing these things, right? है ना? It will goes on. समझ रहे हैं? बताओ. And they are not talking about a social phenomena, right? How this social phenomenon is. He's just talking about the network thing. Okay, network thing. These different actors are connected to each other because of some mutual interest or some negotiation. Ravina, done. Now let's talk about this actor network theory in context of this these three important models. Getting bored, tired? Batao. Shall I go ahead? No, sir. Okay, let's discuss it quickly. Quickly, right? So there are three important theories. All of you are familiar with Lapor's model, Doxy irradiation index, and your Butler's destination life cycle. So bachelor, second semester, second year. Are you familiar with these three model? Doxy irradiation index, Butler's model, or destination life cycle? Sorry, this Lapor's system, tourism system. Masters wale to you are familiar with, right? So when we are talking about a Doxy's irritation index, it talks about a residents residents feeling towards tourist with the passage of time, right? Doxy model talks about residents feeling towards the tourist with the passage of time. So when you newly met a person, you are so happy to meet him or her, right? But with the passage of time, at one point of time you start ki, you just go away from my life, right? हाँ देख नींद खुल गई इसकी अब, right? So similarly is the case. It doesn't happen in all the cases, but in majority we humans being are like this only, right? So when we are talking about Doxy's irritation index, the very first is apathy. Yeah, so apathy. Second one is apathy. Then first one is euphoria. Second is apathy. Third is annoyance. Fourth one is antagonism. What is antagonism? You are tourism students, especially these bachelors. Don't focus on phone charging and all these things. Just focus on these few things. So you can see the things in better ways. You can understand the tourism research in a better ways. Right? Why does it happens now? You must question me. Why Doxy's irradiation model exists? Does it happens in your case? Like you are fed up with the tourists now? Like, okay, we don't need any more tourists. Does it happen with you? No. Why? As of now, you don't think like no tourist. As of now, we don't say no for the tourist, right? So where do you feel yourself? Okay, before that, let's talk about apathy means. Euphoria means it's the very beginning. Euphoria means very beginning when you are super happy when new persons. For example, guests are coming to your place, है ना? And you are very happy in the beginning. Okay, uncle or auntie has come to my place, right? Second day, third day, it will what will happen? You will become a bit formal. Uncle will say, oh, bring me food. Okay, hello, food. Right? Uncle will ask you, bring some water. You will just give some water. And third day, fourth day, when he has occupied your room, he is living in your room for last 4 or 5 days. Now you start misgiving. Misgiving, what kind of misgivings? It is your annoyance stage. You will stop the water supply to his room now, right? Or you will start feeding with him overcooked food, right? Because you want him to go now. Like I didn't get my room for so long, right? So and in the last moment, you went to kitchen and you started to tell your mom like, no, I don't need uncle anymore at my home now. So this stage is a antagonism. You are openly you are saying no, no, no to the tourist. And if you will Google it, it was there was a planned big protest in Spain just in the month of May. Big protest. There was a tag like it's Spain, yeah, Barcelona, and there is a Canary something island is there. Openly protest because they are receiving the second largest, I think, this year. Last year they received the second largest number of international tourist arrivals, right? And they open are saying it's not regarding tourism phobia. It is for our survival, right? So this kind of things are going on. So what are the 4 stages of Doxy's irritation index? Euphoria, apathy, annoyance, and antagonism. Okay. So this is the graph, like how this positive feeling for the tourist, it drew your intention with the passage of a number of tourists. In the beginning, when tourist number is less, you are happy. As the number of tourists will increase, you will start going towards antagonism. Not you, but a host community will start going towards the antagonism state. Clear? This is like I was searching on Google and then I found this Norling Inn is seriously. कैसे हैं आप? This is from the Spiti Valley, right? Okay, this is from the Spiti Valley and Norling Inn is there. Just read about this title. What is their caption in the end? Batao. What is the caption there? Why are you so shy? Answer. There is written something behind this.
Give her a chance to host you.
See,
How?
how they are saying come because they are new into tourism. They want more tourists. ठीक है sir? So in the beginning we are so ready to welcome the tourist, right? And then apathy we have already. Formal relationship to the guest. We discussed like your uncle is asking for the water and you just give them water. Nothing much. No gossip time. As it was in the very first day. You were sitting with him or her for till midnight and talking about so many talks. Right? Then annoyance is there. Misgiving. You stop the water supply to your uncle's room. Right? Now see. Wait. Yeah. Antagonism. Open protest. You just write a single word on Google and it will give you a list of places which are against this tourist, against the tourist, right? So before this situation come, what shall we do as a tourism professional? Bachelor second year, before a destination or
Tourist permit should be expensive.
expensive, then Supreme Court of India will say like you cannot stop accessibility of a person to any place. It is there. If you can afford, you can. There are legal. My right is there. This is a territory of government of India. Sorry, this is India, and I can go anywhere. There are so many. In Shimla, there was a green taxi in the very beginning, but people started to file different cases, and they said no, 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 no. Everyone must go without paying the green tax. It was green tax kind of thing. It was started there. So these are the things also big hurdles. So before the things reaches at this stage, what we are supposed to do, Rubina? We have to study this actor network theory. What are those different actors which are causing this scenario? ठीक है सही था? Now we have this very important tourism system, Leapers tourism system, 1979. There are three important components in this. Guess so which are those? Tourist, market, and tourism system. Tourism system itself comprises of three components. One is TGR, en route, and TDR. Tourist generating region, en route, and tourist destination region. Tourist destination region. Right? Are you getting my point? Bachelor second year? You don't need to note down. I will share all these slides with you. Right? I have told you just keep all these things up and try to understand the things. Right? So tourist means tourist. There are three important components in Leapers tourism system. One is tourist, second is the tourism market, and third is the tourism system. Tourism system has three base sub-components: TGR, en route, and TDR. TGR means tourist destination generating region, en route the en route which connects origin and destination, right? That is network, right? And then we have a TDR, tourist destination regions. Clear? And tourism market is a tourism market where you are. Market is a place where you sell your services, or it is a confluence of a buyer and a seller. Simple, right? So this is, you are familiar with this model, right? Then we have Butler's life cycle model, and it talks about what are the different steps of any bachelor any one stage of this life cycle, any one stage. Generally sometimes it's 5 stages, sometimes it's 6 stages. But are the key stages? Any one from your side? Batao. No one. I know you are bored, you are tired, I'm sorry for that. But let's go. So these are EIDCS. Eid cow surfing karke. EIDCS. It will. This is a keyword. You will keep it in always in your mind. So E is for exploration stage. Then we have a involvement stage. Then we have a development stage. Then we have consolidation stage. Then we have a stagnation stage. At stagnation stage, further there are two different stages. One is a decline and one is a rejuvenation. Right? So any destinations, for example, what do you understand by destination, by the way? For example, Ladakh, Leh is a tourist destination, right? And you might remember we have discussed a few key components of a place. Key components of a place. For example, it is quite tourist friendly, multilingual people you will find at that place, multi-cuisine restaurants you will find at that place. It will be more to the economy of the place will be tourism centric. So you will call that place as a tourism destination, right? So any tourism destination have a different stages. For example, a human being has a different stages of age. In which age this stage you are? Younghood. We will childhood, younghood, right? Then it's old age or something, right? Similarly, a destination has also old age, young age, mid age, right? So exploration stage is the one when you are explorer. Like for example, before 1974 or during 1974, Ladakh was in exploration stage. People started, the explorer were visiting this place. How many tourists visited Ladakh in 1974? Huh? 527. 500 वर you have bachelor second year. मास्टर वालों को तो सब कुछ आता है, I know that. But bachelor EGM सो जा सो जा सो जा, शाबाश, ठीक है। सर, in 1974 there were 527 tourists, 500 were foreigner, 27 were domestic. And today, in 2024, there was, in I think 2024 it was more than 5 lakh tourists, and 36,000, around 36,000 it was a foreigner. Shift. Why this shift is there? How would you come to know about this? Why this shift is there? Kaise, how would you come to know about this shift? Through the study of this actor network theory. What are those different actors which are connected with this? Clear? Right? So exploration, very young, new peoples are coming. Explorer kind of spirit. Explorer are, who are the explorer? We are so fancy into writing like I'm an explorer, but होता क्या है वो explorer?
एक्सप्लोर जो करने जाते हैं अनटैप्ड एरियाज.
I am an explorer or a tourist?
You are a tourist now.
No. क्यों? In case of explorer, among these 5 ways, you book at least one component. Then we will call you. For example, you are either you have booked pre-booked. Pre-booked is at least one component out of 5 ways. And the basic difference between drifter and explorer is this: like drifter is he or she doesn't book anything, but in case of explorer, you book at least one component. Clear? ठीक है? So then we have involvement stage. In involvement stage, you start welcoming the tourist, right? You are offering something to them. Then we have development stage. In the development stage, you started to build new attractions, new destination, new services. Everything is new in the development stage. Okay? EIDC, consolidation stage. At consolidation stage, stagnation is there, no growth is there, but international chains are coming to that place. Okay? Consolidation, stagnation, and at the stagnation stage is a very critical stage. Why? After this, if you are not going to put a huge amount of money in the development of new activities, snap बाद में डालना, पहले सुन लो, ठीक है? So at this stagnation stage, this is critical stage of any place. For example, Manali was already at a stagnation stage. Then government of India promoted a Atal Tunnel project. Now it revived, rejuvenated. Right? New attraction is there. So to lift any destination from stagnation stage to rejuvenation stage, you are supposed to give a huge amount of money as an investment. You are supposed to build a new network, new attractions, new services. Clear? So this is the way we have already discussed all these things, right? It was in context of tourism. It is already discussed. Ecotourism, all these. Clear? Yes, sir. Okay, this is there. Any question? Anything want to discuss? Take a deep breath. छुटकारा मिले इस टीचर से, ऐसे बोलो. Now say like okay, escape us from this teacher. Done, sir? Thank you. कुछ बात पूछनी है, बतानी है. I think I am acclimatized now.